Marina, what do we call your fans? Are they the Marinas, the Sattis?
Like friends?
Just anyone who loves your music.
I don't know, my friends.
They are, and you have a lot of them.
Yeah, they become more and more.
I find myself every now and then going, da, 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 da. Like when I don't expect it and suddenly I'm singing it. I'm guessing you're the same. It's in your head all the time.
Well, it was in my head when we were writing it. And then we had to listen to it, oh my God, like 10,000 times until today, at least. But I'm glad it's in your head because that's why it was made for.
Right? That's the point. Marina Satti, you are here on the Eurovision Song Contest podcast. We will find out all about you next. When you first heard Zari, did you realize that was the one? That was the one that I am going to go and spread to the world.
Well, I didn't exactly listen to it as it is. It was a beat that my friend and producer OG sent to me in November. And then I did some like vocal top lines on top of that. But I felt there was something missing and I kept saying, for like a month or a month and a half, guys, we need to do something like Zari, but with zurna, which is the traditional instrument that we have also in the chorus. They kept trying to make something similar to that. And then in the end, they were like, but why don't we do Zari, just adding a zurna on top, And that's how it actually came together. I knew that was the vibe because it had this party energy that I liked and that I wanted to showcase. Also this traditional feast / Sunday at the village gathering with the family and friends and live music, and food and drinks and dancing. But also I wanted to have, like this urban sound, rhythmology and the beat and the production that is actually what is happening right now in the world, so that people, can relate to and hang on from, but also, then the zurna is going to come in and surprise them. I feel it also represents me and most of the people in my generation in Greece. It's a sound and a vibe that I feel like represents all the Balkans and not only Greece.
But it's all this, but it's you, it's Marina. Do you know what I mean? So you called it a feast, but it's like the feast of Marina. Do you see what I mean?
It's definitely something that matches my character a lot. And all these things that move me and touch me, because when I go like, oh my God, if you go to my Instagram page, you see videos that I've uploaded from villages, or I actually also shot a documentary in the north of Greece. That was like maybe my favorite video that I've ever done.
In rural northern Greece?
Exactly. Okay. In rural northern Greece, in a village that is called Flaburo. A few kilometers away from Bulgaria, actually, like super north of Greece, where my two favorite musicians live there. It's a father and a son, Karakosta family, and they play the zurna. And we went there for 2 weeks and we shot so many crazy images from like parties that we did, playing music or showing the trees, the forests, where the people they work, they produce cotton, they produce corn. Then the ladies, we went to them and they made pie for us.
Was it tasty?
Yes, crazy tasty.
What kind of pie?
Yeah, exactly. It was a rice pie. Oh. Like a cheese pie, let's say, but with rice inside. Nice. And it's sweet. It's with sugar also. So, they showed us the recipe but for me, I keep saying this and I will keep saying it. For me, the most important part of what I do is clearly the people inside. It's not only a musical thing. It's more than that.
I mean, we saw it as well in the video that you did for the Eurovision YouTube channel when you were with, it was like the little bit more version of Zari, where you were having essentially like a little dinner outside with your friends. And what you've just described there is what's in that video. Exactly. I love the little nods to the Greek dance in the performance, right? And for anyone that will see the rehearsal clip or see a Marina on stage, you pull the little white handkerchief out and give it a wave. Where do you keep that when you're not dancing? I was trying to work it out and I was like, where is it?
In the boot.
Oh, it's in the boot. Okay.
Yes.
So it stays with you the whole time.
Yes.
What you've done with this performance is essentially, so much of it is almost like a one shot.
It is, yeah.
That is complicated for the people filming it, but also for you.
Exactly.
As well.
Well, look, this, also in the past, I did a music video that was a one shot.
I've seen it.
So
good.
For me, this symbolizes, and actually it symbolizes that you keep walking, and that's how life is. And no matter what, you just keep doing it in front of the people's eyes. There are no moments to rest because, in most of the shows, when you know that it's going to be like a close-up or it's going to be a shot from very far away, so you have a time to breathe. The camera is in my face all the time. So there's nothing to hide and people see everything in front of their eyes. It was very challenging because basically the Steadicam, the camera, but also the cameraman is part of the choreography. He actually has to count, to walk in specific moments, to do accents back and forth. And we basically dance together, so...
So you're dancing with the camera guy.
Yes, exactly.
How much have you practiced? Like, is this choreo going through your head all the time?
Yes, but the thing is that I'm super impressed with the cameraman who actually today was the second rehearsal and he nailed it. Everything like we did the first time, he came today and he nailed it. So... shout out to him.
I think now that we've talked about this, when people watch it, there'll be an appreciation there about just what is happening from what you can see, your point of view. The song has been huge in Greece, like number one. Yes. The fans have gone crazy. Every time we even mention you, just Greek flags, Greek emojis come, like where's the rehearsal clip? Where's the rehearsal clip? Please. What's it like to have that mega hit? I'm
very happy. This year, I don't know if you know it, it's like 50 years since Greece first started participating in Eurovision. It has been many years since Greece last presented a song in Greek lyrics with Greek traditional instruments and Greek traditional elements also in the choreography. So I think, that makes us proud. And for me also personally, it's also been like a pursuit many years to be who I am without trying to change, without having to sing in English to be more well perceived, without having to do something else, because pretty often, especially when I was younger and when we are younger and we don't know, we kind of try to hide and to camouflage and try to look like other people to be accepted. And right now I feel like exactly what is making me different is the strength and what I want to do. And yes, I'm from Greece. I'm going to sing in Greek language. I'm going to play the instruments, the traditional instruments that we play every weekend in our parties and our feasts. And I realized that also people from other countries, who didn't know all this, find it interesting to discover something new because we have so much things to bring and so many different images and sounds that people are not very familiar with, that I believe it's something fresh to bring in the whole game,
That's what Eurovision's about.
Yes, exactly. It's a festival.
And you talked about 50 years of Greece in Eurovision, and next week one of your champions is going to be here, Helena Paparizou.
Yes.
Can you remember watching her win when you were younger?
Of course, I totally remember.
Were you in Greece at the time or were you abroad?
Yes, I was in Greece. It was the year that I finished school. Oh my God, that she won, at least... While I'm alive, it's the only victory that Greece had in Eurovision.
Yes.
So it was crazy. Everyone was going in the streets with the cars, honking, holding Greek flags. And it was I remember that very much.
Have you ever met her?
Yes, of course.
So I'm sure you'll see her next week as well when she's
hopefully.
here, because she's doing semi-final 2, which is what you're doing as well.
And she's also from Sweden. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, yeah. You went to Berkeley in America, studied there. Do you know that Teodora from Serbia also studied at Berkeley as well? Yeah, she did a course there too. So we've got two,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Teodora went there as well.
I really like her, and I like also everything her scenography. I really liked it. I saw her show. With the rock, right?
Yes, Ramon.
Crazy. I loved it. Maybe we were there the same years.
When you got to Berkeley, it must have felt, wow, this is incredible.
I mean, for me, it was an experience going to America anyway, and going to such a very big community, multicultural community, which is also where I found my strength, because I don't know if you know that my dad is from Sudan. So always, when I was growing in Greece, I was a little bit, half Greek. And when I was going to Sudan, I was like half Sudanese. So, when I went to America, I met people from all over the world, like my friends from Malaysia, my friends from Latin America. I learned so many things about all the cultures, the food, the music. And actually, that was an inspiration for me to embrace also myself, my character, what makes me special, and not necessarily try to look or sound like the other people, because when I went to Berkeley, the scholarship that I got was singing jazz. Jazz music for most of the people here in America is like their traditional music, their folk music, something that they grew up with. And everybody was asking me, Marina, how's your language sound? Sing some songs from your country. And I was like, wow, there is a space for this. Although I've been studying, jazz and classical music all my life and doing pop music, I really want to go back to study the traditional sounds, the traditional scales, the maqams, the modes, So that's how it started. And that's actually how I got closer to what I'm actually doing now the last years in music.
We've got to talk about the music video, don't we? Because there's no other music video like yours in the whole competition.
Okay,
in fact, I don't think I've seen a music video like yours ever.
Really?
Which is creativity, right? Was it your concept?
Look, as I said before, when I went to America, but also when we've been traveling all these past years to festivals, everyone was saying, where are you from? From Greece. Oh, we know philosophy, we know Socrates, we know Greek salad, feta. And then when they saw us actually on stage and listened to the music that we play, or they saw my band, my musicians, the traditional instruments, or the dance moves that we do, they were like, wow, I had no idea that you guys have clarinet. This sounds like this, that looks like that. And I realized that there are very specific stereotypes that very few things that they know about Greece right now. Maybe Mykonos and the islands and the parties.
Yeah.
But
or the holiday to Crete or whatever.
I realized that most of the things they know belong to the ancient times and not to the contemporary history and culture that we have now. And everyone who comes there has an amazing time. They eat the crazy food. They go to the beaches. The weather is amazing. And I was like, okay. They call me Marina Satti from Greece, is representing Greece at the Eurovision, the ambassador of Greece. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be your tour guide. So welcome to Greece. So we played a little bit with all these stereotypes as humoristic. And I'm like the tour guide of the video. So I take the people from Europe around and we go to the Acropolis, one of the biggest, maybe the biggest ancient monument in Greece. And then to the main squares in the city, urban city. Then we show them the food, it's just this fun vibe.
It is.
Where I feel that you get, the flavor of the culture, also because of the music and the dance, but also of the contemporary and modern life, because you see most of the part of the video in the city, in the town.
From what you've been saying to me, you are part of the new Greek wave of music, or at least that's what your ethos is and stuff. So, and that's what we're seeing on the Eurovision stage.
Yes, I mean,
it's millions of people now.
It's
right?
not only me. It's not only me. It's everyone who's on stage with me or behind the stage, the producers and the songwriters. So in a way, it does represent, I believe, the new generation of Greece. Just to be part of this dialogue, this very big international dialogue, now Spanish language and the music from Latin America is even higher than American music, we could say, sometimes and pretty often. So, I just wish, this is my dream, to be part of this game and this dialogue, and bring something. And as I said before, it's not only Greece, it's just everyone from the Balkans. I feel that we have all this very interesting, in my opinion, images and sounds to share.
Well, if there's one place to showcase it, it is on the Eurovision stage, which is what you're doing. And I don't think people need to speak Greek to realise that Zari is a bop and they have the da, 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 da in their head forever. Marina Satti, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time here in Sweden.
Thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for listening to our song and for sending us your love and your support. And we send it back to you.
So it's a big welcome to FAHREE and Ilkin representing Azerbaijan. And FAHREE, can you tell us the name of the song? Because obviously your Azerbaijani is a lot better than mine is.
Thanks so much. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Our song calls Özünlə Apar. Özünlə Apar means take me with you.
And we do have a third person in the interview as well.
Hello, I am Ilaha, the head of media for Azerbaijan, and in this case, an interpreter from Azerbaijani. Pleasure to hear you all, although you hear me.
Ilkin, how are you enjoying Eurovision?
Thank you so much. Eurovision for me is like the dream come true, the competition of my dreams.
FAHREE, can you remember the very first time that you two met each other?
Yes, we met first participation, and when I met with Ilkin, after I got home and listened all his music on YouTube and etc. And I said to myself, he must be with me on Eurovision Song Contest.
So you were already picked for Eurovision, and it was your decision to bring Ilkin with you. You said, I'm not going to Malmö unless Ilkin is with me.
Yeah, of course, because he's an amazing person and he's so talented, and I really like his voice, and he created the most beautiful part of Mugham on my song, and I fallen in love for his voice.
Can you explain, Ilkin, your type of vocal and how it's so special to you and to Azerbaijan?
As you know, the part that I'm delivering in our song is mugham, the traditional music, ours. It's a spiritual music that is our cultural heritage coming from our ancestors. And we're doing our best to keep this tradition alive, to listen it since our early childhood and pass it from generation to generation. And we were very happy to understand that European audience has very good taste and was very welcoming towards our traditional music.
You always wanted to be on the Eurovision stage one day. When you were a child growing up, getting into music, it was a target for you, an aim.
Yes, of course. I saw my eyes all what I want of my childhood when I will want to step to my music career, and when I stayed on stage, I felt all of my dreams, and I understand. I closed my eyes before 1 second, 10 seconds before the start, and I understand that I did it. I did it.
I understand that you love your food.
Yes. My favorite entertainment in this life is a food.
It's food. Yeah. It's mine too. You know, food is life.
But a lot of people ask me, how can you eat so much and stay skinny? in shape. Yes.
Yeah, tell us because we want to know.
I don't know. It's a magic.
Are you a good cook?
Yes. Yes.
So what is your speciality?
My specialty is chicken steak with mushrooms and sour cream. And if you ask about Azerbaijani cuisine, what can I cook? It's a dolma.
Oh yeah. That's the vine leaves.
It's the dish that is made of grape leaves with mince and rice in it. So you got it right.
Yeah, like little bites, like
Yes.
tiny, like really good. So Ilkin, has FAHREE cooked for you yet?
Yok hala yok. Bir şey
No, he hasn't cooked for me yet. But as you can see, like judging on my physical shape, I'm not that much fond of food. I don't eat that much food.
But by the way, Ilkin is an amazing pastry chef. Yes.
Ah, so you're a pastry chef. So what kind of things do you make? What are your specialities, Ilkin?
Donuts, Amerikan donuts'ını yüksek seviyede.
In the past, I used to be very good at making donuts, the American donuts, and also some muffins. But the specialty would be goral, which is Azerbaijani pastry. It's not sweet though, but it's very delicious. It's made of spices and herbs and duff. It's very delicious. But again, he says I was good at this, and or some other delicious stuff from international cuisine.
Tell me, FAHREE, about the magical spoon.
This spoon.
We are going to talk about a spoon.
This spoon for me since my childhood, and this is my really spiritual spoon. Unfortunately, I forgot my spoon in Baku.
So this spoon has been with you since childhood. You take it everywhere. You eat everything with it, and you got to Malmö and thought, I've forgotten it. It's back in Baku.
Yes, I was sad when I understand about it on a plane, but I have a tattoo. That's my totem.
You're just showing me your tattoo. So what's this tattoo?
Yes, this is this fingerprint of my girlfriend.
Ah, that's her fingerprint.
Yes, and now this is my spiritual spoon.
This is your spiritual spoon. Your fingerprint tattoo is your spiritual spoon.
Yes, because it gives me really much energy and remind me how I loved by my girlfriend and how she believed in me and trust me and says that I will win this Eurovision.
So basically, until you return to Azerbaijan, I hope that she is holding it, your spoon. I hope she's got it at all times, so that she is channeling the good luck.
I think she will eat with my spoon in the airplane when I will come.
Yeah, at the airport. She'll be like, hi, babe, here's my spoon. I kept it safe.
Yes, really. I really believe in magical and spiritual things. That's why really my spoon, my tattoo, and etc. Helps me to find the power and energy on myself.
So if the spoon and the tattoo are your lucky charms, what are Ilkin's lucky charms? FAHREE says.
Me.
Mənim hal-hazırda üzərimdə.
So there's a necklace that I'm wearing, and the charm on that necklace, it represents the symbol of good luck and dreams coming true is the horse. In Azerbaijan, this is the symbol of dreams coming true and good luck.
So you're wearing that round your neck right now, and that stays with you for the next 2 weeks.
Bu həmişə üzərimdə olur. Bunu demək olar ki.
I almost never take it off. It's always with me.
Və ən əsas.
But there's another thing which is way more important. The thing that I'm carrying with me on the stage in the pocket of my stage dress. This is my son's sock.
Oh!
It brings me luck, and I always carry it with me.
What's your son's name?
Oğlumun adı Əbdürrahmandır.
Abdurrahman is the name of his son.
And how old is he?
2 yaş. 2 yaş artıq ötüb.
He has turned 2.
Oh, so he probably won't remember watching Dad at Eurovision, but in years to come, you'll be able to show him the video online.
Mən belə deyim, əslində
Even now, when he sees me on the screen, he recognizes me and he says, "Dad, Dad."
It's so cute. I love it. A lot of people, I don't know if you've heard this, Ilkin, a lot of people are very jealous of you for one reason. It's your moustache. It's the best moustache in Eurovision this year. Does it take a lot of care and grooming?
belə deyim. Əslində o qədər də deməzdim.
So I try to keep it tidy, but I can't say I take like some special care of them.
Müəyyən bir zamanlarda əl gəzdirirəm də belə.
Do you play any sports in Azerbaijan?
I was a basketball player.
Yesterday on the podcast, we had Dons from Latvia. He loves basketball. Like, he's obsessed with it. He would have been a player when he was younger. And we were saying how we need to build the Eurovision sports team. So Dons is in it. Marcus and Martinez from Sweden are massive football players. You were a professional basketball player.
And Ilkin is very much interested in football as well, and he plays football.
Okay, so Ilkin, you can go with Marcus and Martinez and play some football, and FAHREE, you can go with Dons from Latvia and go and play some basketball. You know?
I was so happy. Really, I want to play, and if you can create this moment, I will so happy.
Yeah, I'll tell them. I'll tell them.
Amazing content.
Stefanos, mən elə gəlirsən bir komanda yığıb bizi bir araya gətirib bir
I think you are the person who will eventually bring us all together and make that match happen, make that game happen.
The head of Eurovision Sports. I will take this title.
And another title for you.
Because I play no sports.
Çünkü ben özüm heç bir idmanla məşğul olmuram, odur ki sizi yığacağım.
bizə qoşularsan.
You will join us, he says.
Excellent. Guys, it's been a pleasure to talk to you both. I hope you enjoy your time at Eurovision. You obviously have a very good friendship and a very good bond. And we see that on stage. And good luck.
Thank you so much. It's same thing, same feelings.
Stefan, təşəkkür edirəm.
So thank you so much, Steve. You're right. We are not just partners on stage. We're also like very good friends, even brothers.
Bu dostluğumuz, qardaşlığımız bizim daimi davam edəcək.
Guys, thank you so much.